Hey everyone, I'm Zach.
And I'm Blake.
And when we come back, we'll tell you why we're talking in terrible British accents.
It's because we're from Liverpool.
No, we're not, but you're on Lubbock Live. And welcome in everyone to Lubbock Live, and there's a reason we were talking in crappy British accents, Blake. We actually have some breaking music news, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to act more important if it's breaking news?
I don't think so.
All right, let's just get right down to it. Sir Paul McCartney coming to little old Lubbock, Texas, Blake. And no, we're not lying. This is actually true.
Yes, he will be here on June 14th at the United Spirit Arena. Tickets go on sale April 25th at about 10 a.m. They range right now, like the cheapest seats are $59.50. The most expensive are about $250. So those are going to sell out pretty quick, guys. I would suggest that you get on it at 10 a.m. on Friday.
And there's actually some circumstances where American Express card holders can buy them early.
Right.
So it's going to get fairly competitive for these tickets. And you knew this was an awesome event when they have a press conference this morning, and basically anybody who's important in Lubbock was behind a podium wanting to catch some of the glamour that is Paul McCartney.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had Texas Tech people there. The mayor was there, basically just talking about how much Paul valued the influence of Buddy Holly and, you know, all the music history coming out of Lubbock. So he specifically chose this place to show up here, like Jack White, I guess. And so we're going to have two really great shows coming up for you this summer.
And I think the only criticism we've heard so far on social media is maybe the venue choice.
Yeah.
Not that United Spirit's not a great choice, but why not put it in Jones AT&T Stadium, because you could probably sell the entire thing out.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
But there's also issues with playing indoors. June in Lubbock, you never know when you're going to get the nice happy thunderstorm and screw up everything, and that's the last thing you want to do when you get someone of this caliber to come to Lubbock, Texas.
Sure.
And now, speaking of the kind of an interesting trend here is Buddy Holly dragging artists to Lubbock.
Yeah.
You know, these many years after we lost Buddy Holly, Jack White, we have a pretty good suspicion he came here, or is coming here, because of Buddy Holly.
Right. And
now you followed up with Sir Paul McCartney. It's going to be a fun summer to be in Lubbock, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. And by the way, those Jack White tickets sold out real quick.
Gone.
Someone I talked to said that they sold out in about 4 minutes. So, yeah, if you didn't get on that, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, you're going to have to either do one of two things. Ride the scalping wagon, which not going to be fun, or you can go to KFMX, their website, sign up for their stuff, and they are giving away some tickets via some contests. That's really your only hope if you don't want to pay like $400 for a Jack White ticket. So learn from your lesson, don't mess around with Paul McCartney, and buy your damn tickets early. All right, speaking of local music, Blake, and influence on it, we have a feature coming up on an individual who has really, if you talk to bands and local people in the country, and especially the red dirt type of music, this person has done a wealth of good for Lubbock music. And of course, we're talking about Neely Yates.
Yes, Neely Yates is coming from Red Dirt Radio. She is an award-winning DJ, just won an award, which name escapes me right now.
It was I think it was Large Market DJ of the Year.
Yes,
I mean,
that
it's
is
a pretty
what it was.
prestigious thing here.
Yeah. And so we got her. We got a nice feature on her for you guys right now. She's done a lot for local music. Check it out.
Here's Blake's time with Neely Yates.
And you know, it's hard for me to really just pinpoint exactly what it is, because so many people have different names for it. I mean, you know, red dirt music, Texas country, Texas music. I even hear people now calling it alternative country. What it's not is the mainstream sound that you're hearing on, you know, some of the other stations, your mainstream Nashville stations. We sound very, very different from that. And that's one of the things I love about it, because I feel like country music has really strayed away from what it used to be. Well, the red dirt music, that stays truer to country. The mainstream music, now you've got your Rascal Flatts and Taylor Swifts and Luke Bryan's. And I mean, you know, just personal opinion, I don't take that kind of music seriously. It just sounds way more pop. It's not what I listen to. Red dirt, we have such a loyal fan base as well. And it's just, I don't know, it's not just music, it's a way of life. It really is. I listen to a lot of music, and I really stay true to the station. When I'm listening to the radio, it's 105.3, and I'm not just saying that to put a plug in or anything. It's something that I've wanted forever and ever and ever. Was, man, I wish that Lubbock had a Texas country station. So now we've got one. We've got a Red Dirt station, and that is what I listen to. But my favorite artist that I listen to, Cooter Graw, I've loved them forever. They're not doing anything new right now, but you know, I still stay true to them. Hayes Carl, an amazing songwriter. William Clark Green, who spent so much time right here in Lubbock. He went to Texas Tech, and he is doing such great things. His latest album, Rose Queen, is just doing fabulous. And, you know, I listen to him a lot. Tejas Brothers, Dirty River Boys, I can go on and on. Josh Abbott, of course, another Lubbock guy, West Texas guy. And, you know, a lot of these guys do come from right here in West Texas. A lot of them either went to Tech or just grew up here. And I think it really goes to show, it's really proof how much talent comes right here in West Texas. We've got so much talent here that it's unbelievable. It's overwhelming. So I'm glad to be from here because you can always catch. I love watching live music. It's my hobby. I don't get to get out as much as I used to because I have a 10-month-old at home. But so that kind of, but I do try to get out when I can. And when I do have a babysitter, when my parents say, yeah, we're going to take the baby, then that's what I do. I go and try to catch the live music around here, whether it be a local band or one of my friends that comes into town that's ready to play. So.
Blake, that's a heck of an interview right there, and we're excited to have someone like that in Lubbock doing so much for local music.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Speaking of local music, let's get into the magical time of the show where we go through some concerts that may pique our interest, and start with the Blue Light, who seems to get a lot of young and up-and-coming artists, and this one definitely fits that category. K. Phillips, it's the initial K in Phillips, out of Austin, Texas. He's going to be at the Blue Light Saturday, April the 19th, and this guy's basically saying you're not cool unless you just initial your first name.
I guess not.
So from now on, you should be like B. Ursh.
B. Ursh, Bursh. In college, my nickname was Blursh.
Well, there you go. Maybe you should just go by that acronym now. You could be like a rap artist or some crap like that.
I could, you know, R. Kelly, B. Ursh, same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
No one compared me to R. Kelly. That was a horrible comparison.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna pick a rapper out, could you pick someone who's got a little bit more, you know?
You know,
Blake's got
not
style.
like a creep.
Anyway, K. Phillips, a good up-and-coming artist who has got a lot of momentum, a gorgeous website. So, I mean, he's got a lot of promotion behind him, and he'll be at the Blue Light, so go check him out. Also coming up, we're at that time where it's the two big KFMX concerts at the Lone Star Amphitheater, of course. 19th, you got the Birthday Bash. And then the 25th, you got the Birthday Blast. Buy a ticket to the first one, you get in free to the second one. 14, 15 bands. I mean, are you going to be out there like throwing punches and stuff?
Oh, definitely. I'm going to be blasting people and bashing people.
There you go. See, I think the name of the concerts are actually encouraging us to behave that way.
I hope so.
Seriously, there's some kick-ass acts in there. Get out there and support those people. You know, KFMX did a lot of work to bring two nice concerts in for their 33rd birthday, so go appreciate them. Over to Backstage Lubbock, Blake, who we profiled last week, and if you didn't watch the show, well, shame on you. Go watch it, because Blake did a lot of hard work on the, as our crew did, on the Backstage Lubbock feature. Their website, I saw it up this week, gorgeous website, lots of cool stuff on there, and now they've got all their concerts listed, and I saw a band on there, Blake. Very excited about this band. It's choking me up, I'm so freaking excited. Nashville Pussy. And yes, we can say that. That's the name of the band. They are a deep rock, southern rock band. If you've seen the movie Super Troopers, you know Nashville Pussy's music because it's on there. They're going to be there with Super Suckers. It's just a very, I don't know, what are we saying here? A sexually oriented show between Nashville Pussy and Super, and I'm going to get in trouble even trying to say this crap. But they're going to be at Backstage Lubbock, so go check that out. That will be a high energy show. Seen Nashville Pussy twice, and I mean, they will not disappoint you. They flat kick ass on stage. All right, that kind of wraps up. We're going to get some more concerts next week and get into some of that stuff. And we talked about so much last week. Once again, you should watch the show and find out more about that. Let's get into new music because this week was a kick-ass week for new music. I'll start off with one of mine, Blake. How about Horse Thief out of Oklahoma City? You know, I went to college in Oklahoma City, so I'm familiar with this band and this group, psychedelic rock. times even remind you of Coldplay in some ways with the kind of their chill and what they do. This is their next album, came out, really got some nice reviews already on that. And they're kind of a regional act too, but they're also national. So go support them. They're called Horse Thief. And if you don't know about them, that's the magical part of us giving you new bands, is go learn about them. I mean, instead of staying in your corner and being like, oh, they're not popular. So yeah, embrace your inner hipster and find crap people don't know about so you can shove it in their face later.
Exactly. Go to YouTube, go to Spotify, type in some of the stuff that we're saying if you can understand it. Look it up. Brag about it.
It's on the bottom of the screen. We spelled it out for you.
Oh, well, there you go.
So go type crap, do things. You people are technical savvy. How about give me one of yours? And I love this band.
All right, I got Japanther. Their album came out this week, I believe. They're punk band, but not really punk. It's like it's punk, but it's not like hardcore like the Ramones or anything. It's really like rock-ish, kind of pop in a way too. I don't know.
High energy, extremely high energy.
I've heard really good things about their live performances. Zach has actually seen them.
I've seen them in college. It dates how old I am, but my roommate blasted in one day and goes, dude, there's a band called Japanther, which when they're named that, you're going to go see them anyway because that's just a badass name.
Yeah.
And went and saw them, and you walked out of there just feeling like you got kicked in the face because they're that high energy. So go check out that album, embrace your inner pop punk rage, and go break some stuff.
The album is called Instant Money Magic, by the way. So.
Let's chill out a little bit. We just gave them some angry stuff. I'll start with one here. Seven Dust, which actually is a metal band, they have an album that came out this week. It's called Time Travelers and Bonfires. This is a very interesting album. It's an acoustic, crowd-funded album. So a lot of you donated money for Seven Dust to make this record, and they did an acoustic album. And of course, LaJohn Witherspoon has a beautiful voice, was an R&B singer before getting to Seven Dust. So go check that out because we're also going to have a chance to see Seven Dust in May as part of FMX's Big Purple Party. They're one of the 85 bands, that's an exaggeration, that's actually doing that show. And so go check that out. And then how about something else a little bit more calm for our viewers?
All right, well, I wanted to throw something in that's kind of music festival related because we're getting into festival season. It's going to be summer, so thinking about those. Coachella was last week. Lana Del Rey debuted her new single. It's called West Coast while she was performing there. It's really chill, slow. I liked it. Check it out.
That's a good mix of new music this week. We got some high energy stuff, a little more emo looking stuff, and then of course, some metal and some Lana Del Rey.
Right.
Seems like a good thing. This has been an exciting episode. We could talk about Paul McCartney, do terrible British accents. That was fun though, wasn't it?
That was fantastic.
Yeah, we won't do that again because somebody who's actually British is going to come up here and kick our ass, and we don't really want that, and you don't want to see that either. We'll cry, and it'll just be terrible for everyone. But hey, if you have a local band and you would like to be featured on our show, maybe play some music for us and do an interview, tweet at us. Our stuff's at the bottom of the screen. You can see it right there. And kick us an email, whatever you want. We would love to hear from you. And if you have a show coming up in town, let us know where that's at, and we'll get that on the show so you get fans, because fans are why you do this, to let your art get out there and do things. And we'll have a lot more concerts coming up, some listings in the summer. But for right now, though, Blake, I think we better let them go. This has just been too much for one person to process.
Yeah, good luck with all this. Write it down, take notes, watch it again and again and again and again if you have to.
Do it before the online phenomenon kills all of you. Okay, so that's going to do it for now. Key point, buy your Paul McCartney tickets. When do they go on sale?
April 25th.
April 25th, 10 a.m. Get vicious, do what you got to do. Right now, though, for Blake Ersch, I'm Zach Long, and this has been Lubbock Live.
Cheerio.